So the difficult thing with writing Supercell as a prequel is that it wasn't written as a prequel. The initial draft was written as Supercell into Operator. So when we separated them into two stories, Operator, I had to go back into the notes of Supercell over and over and over. I basically had to data mine from the first half of the original draft in order to make sure that like all the characterization that starts in Supercell and doesn't need to get fleshed out in Operator, we had to make sure we flesh it out in Operator because the only person who had seen the original text was me, you know? So while writing Operator, I spent a lot of time like going back and forth to that original text, making sure because a lot of the characterization, especially for characters like Kazi and Connie and Daryl and Mark, a lot of that stuff wasn't in the second half, which ended up being Operator. So I had to make sure I had to go back in and write it as recollections from Sana's memory, because with Sana as the point of view character, a lot of those recollections, a lot of that characterization is just from her memory and whatever I could come up with on the fly as I was writing it. So going back to Supercell, I had to make sure that that the what we wrote in Operator was consistent, or what we'd write now in Supercell was consistent with how we portrayed these characters later on in Operator. And so now basically I had to mine the first half of the book for the second half of the book, and now I'm mining the second half of the book into the first half of the book. It's been a pretty interesting back and forth, but like I'm enjoying it, and I really like the way it came out, and I'm glad that you all get to read it real soon.